The board is set. The native Fremen dream of creating a green Arrakis, while the Baron Harkonnen wants to paint it red. Smugglers who above all desire profit by turning the tables. The noble Atreides, bound by the whims of the Emperor, are blinded by their honor. The board is set. The Spice War begins.
It's a work in progress. Things can change. Stuff might not work. And so on and so on. I already set this to how I want it. So we can start a single player campaign. The Khan Lee. No. A medium game with up to 4 factions battling and scheming for the control of the northern hemisphere of Arrakis. We can play the Smugglers. The Fremen. House Corrino. Oh no, we're not gonna start them. Atreides. That would be the classic Dune start. Hey Papa Meow Meow, welcome in. How is it going? You're also always special as a viewer and as a subscriber. I mean, you found this channel, right? Try to find anything that's like this. Then you report back to me. This is the special place on Twitch. So you're special because you're here. The Smugglers can install underworld headquarters in opponents' villages, can place bounty on Landsrat resolutions, cannot recruit heavy militia, but gain 50% resources from pillaging a village. They seem like nice people. At 5k something, if they've got hegemony. At 10k... Oh, hegemony is the resource. Okay. At 5k, the Smugglers can stop villages under siege to resupply. Oh, right. Get 200 Landsrat standing with 50 votes. Unlock the Black Market branch building in Siege Tuek. Siege Tuek, sorry. Everybody's special! Doritos has promo to get 1 month of Game Pass Ultimate and some DLC for selected games. Now your Fallout 76 power armor is spicy and Forza driver is a Dorito. Okay, that's random. And 10k, get 30 Landsrat standing per positive resolution affecting another faction that Smugglers voted on. Oh, interesting. Installs a main base underworld headquarters in every enemy main base. Okay. Looking at this now, it works a lot like Northgard, just different. And then we can pick 2 counselors. Infiltration Mastery. Ornithopter speed plus 50%. Hard. Easy. Water reduces the authority cost to annex a village. And the water reduces the cost to install underworld headquarters. So we pick Lingar, Butte, and Drisk. And start the game. We can also change the game settings. Victory, conditions, domination, hegemony, political, economic. Standard is domination, eliminate everybody. You can enable or disable points. Same for political, but we'll enable all of them. And assassinations are allowed. Eliminate through spying. Obviously, as the Smugglers, we kind of want to have that enabled, right? AI difficulty is normal. They can play whoever they want. I think it's Atreides. Oh no, it's not Atreides. It's the other 3. Okay, perfect. The picture of the Forza Horizon 5 Dorito outfit. Oh, I clicked on it. What happened? Yay. That's just... Oh god. Yeah. Let's have a look at this. I'm gonna move over here again. Oh, I vanished. What happened? I vanished! I'm flying across the screen. Sorry, I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, we can pause the game, which I will do first thing. CH Twick. The smugglers. Okay, I can stay over there because the interface is left side oriented anyway. Can I? Make this bigger somehow. Like the interface in general. Not really, huh? That looks blurry up there for, I don't know. Sorry, I'm a bit confused by the graphics. Gonna flicker again. It would be super nice if you could just scale the user interface to be a bit bigger. Anyway, so you can scroll out, zoom out to this. This is the map. What's this here? Spice field. Allows for the construction of a refinery in the local village to produce spice. Now we have an ornithopter. Exploring Arrakis is vital to find the precious spice as well as other resources. Each region contains points of interest that your ornithopter can recon. Now we're going to send it over there, and then it's going to fly over there. Okay, cool. Over here we can invest into a second ornithopter, which can then be attached to a harvester to give a 10% bonus to spice gathering. And it detects sandworms earlier and stealth units from further away. It costs 300 to population, fuel cells. It takes 3 time. It has an upkeep of 2. Manage your Choam's shares. Generate Solari from dividends and try to gain ownership over the Choam by reaching over 50% shares. The spice report. A new contract has been established for the following period. Imperial bribe demand. Yeah, well, we'll probably need to do that as well. Harkonnen, Liet Kynes, and Shaddam IV. Those are our opponents. There are 3 operations I can use. Invest knowledge in research that will give advantages to your faction through impactful developments. Why is it this? That's the symbol for knowledge. Your keyboard is the wrong side. The wrong way around. Influence. Can be spent to strengthen your votes for Landsrat resolutions. 20 in stock. 500 max. Up to 10 agents. and you can collect intel. And there's espionage, which you can use your agents to gather. Infiltration and advantage through intrigue. Okay, cool. We don't have a harvester because we don't have a refinery. We can have a military unit. Training and upkeep costs. They also take up a certain amount of command points, which limits your size, army size. Guild favor, imperial bribe. My 2 bonuses. Getting started. Our priority is to set up our spice harvesting operations. We must find a village in a region with a spice field. That's already visible. Claim the reward. Skip this tutorial. What? That's alright. See? We're already investigating. The Asaran Plains have a wind strength of 4. Strong winds can be exploited for water production. Okay. The barracks. Customize the gears of smuggler military units. Requires the barracks. Okay. Health, power, and armor stats on that. Faction progress. The spice we've accumulated. Scavengers, wreckers, snipers, combat drones, free company, banshee, and wraith are the ones we can build. Scavengers are pretty cheap. So I build 1 of each, and then we can have a look around. To produce spice, you must capture a village in a region with a spice field. Then you'll need to build a refinery and deploy its harvester. Yes. Spice field.
You call me? Let's move.
Auto recon.
Yes.
Auto recon on. So I need to not take care of that. I'm going to build a second ornithopter. What's it doing here? Oh, it does recon this question mark. Ah. That's the village we found there. Okay, villages are defended by militias. If you defeat them, your units will occupy the village, unlocking the possibility of taking control using authority or pillaging for resources. Right, and then again, we are the smugglers. We can install underworld headquarters in opponents' villages, and we can place bounties on Landsrat resolutions, and we can get extra resources from pillaging. So, when in doubt, when in need of stuff, we can pillage the village. Yeah, the fog of war looks like a sandstorm, eh? That's pretty good. Several stats on the military units. Power is the damage they inflict, health, and armor. Units lose supply as they move outside of your territory. No supply, they die. Is refilled while staying close to a controlled village or base. Deep deserts are especially damaging for your supply.
Yeah.
How much supply do they have? 100. Both of them. So if we take this village,
I'll get them, Chief.
transport to any area within an airfield's range. Oh, that's like a pickup. They are former smugglers, so we get another 10% from pillaging. Agent recruitment speed increased. They consume 5 water. Authority represents the faction's leadership and the reach over the region of Arrakis. It is used to take control of villages. Okay, before we attack them, I'm just gonna go here.
Yeah? What?
and see how fast they lose.
Boss. Finally, some action.
How fast they lose supply.
What do you need?
They keep losing it while they are fighting, but it's going slower there. Okay, meanwhile, we can recruit 2 more units if we like. I did say pillage. Cat pick, welcome. So we've got militia here. Suffers from panic. Lots of stats here. Pinned down, poison. So our wreckers can retreat from the battle now.
That's gonna hurt.
We should be able to take care of that. Let's see if they heal automatically. Yeah, out of battle they do. Good. So our Ornithopter has been busy. The second one is nearly completed. There's a harvester wreck here. Choose. Investigate the remains. Use Arrakis infiltration agents. And then choose a reward. Grab leftover spice. Or investigate the remains. Well, I'm gonna grab investigate the remains. We've got minerals here. And another village with 2 ranged militia. Got more water. Okay, let's see what happens here. Now this is our village. They consume 5 water here.
Engine hot.
Annex the village. Yeah, that costs 35 authority, or it gives. No, it costs. And then we need to pay the 5 water upkeep. Now we've got only 9 available, and authority is accumulating over time. Time up here, current date. Meanwhile, the Ornithopter is scanning. And I set the other one to auto recon as well. Right, and then we check the village again. Wind strength, spice fields. Allows for the construction of a refinery. Okay. There. Now the takeover is still in progress. I thought I wouldn't find the button where I can place the harvester, but it's taking some time to annex it. No, it's based on the newer Dune. Liet Kynes is female, black female. And it's more close, gameplay-wise, closer to Northgard, which is the previous game from Shiro. They made Northgard. I think they also made another. Isn't War Tales? Sorry, it's also Shiro, right? They are working on quite a few games, but it's very similar to Northgard in some ways. It seems like a more complex version of Northgard. Well, more complex. We'll see about that, but. Right. We can now build a refinery in our village here. And another slot for 100 glasscrete, which is awesome concrete. Energy source. A water cellar. I don't have any agents yet, but we now can develop something. We found knowledge. Plastic production, village building, construction speed plus. Extra supply, yes. That takes a bit of time. So our hegemony rating is now 530. At 2000 we get the first bonus for our base. Right.
Yeah, what? Hope they like burning chest pain.
I'll definitely need those guys. Put a range defense here. Oh. And another scavenger here. Gonna cost me, but I think it's worth investing into a second
Chief?
village early. Now, if we zoom out completely, we see that our ornithopters have been very busy. Oh, combat. I think this time they are both targeting our melee fighters, which leaves our wreckers not disrupted, which is great. As long as the scavengers can heal enough. Oh, they would heal 15% if an enemy dies nearby. That would be great if we get those. The first militia dies and then we get another 15% health. I think that's how it should work. But I might need to pull them out anyway. I think they did heal. Harvesters will attract sandworms. At the first worm sign, you will have to recall your harvester if you don't want it to be destroyed along with its crew. You can increase spice production by adding more crew to your harvester. We can also attach an ornithopter to the harvester.
Yes, boss. What do you want? Hey, boss.
Enable auto recall. No.
The spice must flow.
Now, we've got a carry-on. So, combat went well, as expected. We don't want to pillage that for 850 money cash. Not yet, at least. I'm not sure if we can pillage it later. Now, there's our harvester.
Engine's hot.
Yeah, it has the ornithopter attached to it, so that gives us a chance to gather 10% more spice, and it detects the sandworms earlier. Also stealth units like Fremen hiding somewhere, or similar dangers. The more villages and military units you control, the more water you will need. If your water is negative, you will see unrest in your villages, leading to rebellions. Wind traps gather water in a region depending on its wind strength. So what's the wind strength in this one? 3. Oh, that's alright. Build a wind trap here. I think 3 is alright.
Ammo ears.
So I'm gonna move them to the
Great. More sand.
to the outer regions here. They have a militia, which is an auto defense, I think. Now we're looking at no water left. Manpower is low. Research is done though. Survival training. So we've got more supply per unit, and we've got a sniper unit unlocked. Intelligence network. Agents assigned on infiltration produce more Solari and more influence. Yes. Right. I need to figure out how to do the agent thing. Research data center produces intel. More manpower. And you gain your first agent. Unlock one agent slot, okay. I haven't figured that out yet, but I guess we're gonna either use the tutorial button for that. Totally skipped it now. Didn't want to do that anyway. But now we have our borders
Yes, boss. On it, boss.
mostly protected. And it's a real-time strategy with pause, right? So it's not your regular. So we did that. Construct a refinery in the village relocated nearest by. Yeah, I did that.
Harvester in working order.
Add crew. Now we need more manpower for that. We can dismantle the ornithopters. And we can build another building here. But for that we need more plascrete and fuel cells. Alright. Fuel cell factory would be something useful then. I see. Nice. Agents to Iraqis. We see how the others are doing, so I'm a bit ahead of the pack here, but they do have a different... Oh no, that's the diplomatic status, and this is our player numbers, right? Okay. Their Landsrat standing is higher. Lower. It's a negative one. Okay. Espionage needs to be unlocked. I guess. This is the trade screen that allows you to trade with the others. Also manage diplomacy, conflict and truce. Use a non-aggression pact to go from conflict to truce. If you are in the truce and attack the others, you are branded a traitor. You can also pay influence to declare officially that the truce is ending. The Harkonnens would sell us spice. And we have influence that we could spend. Okay. The next council vote will start in 8 days. We've got 42 influence, which is okay for now, I think. Oh, what's that? Crashed shuttle. It's another spice field here. So there are 2 more regions here. I don't want them under my thumb. But there's the enemy coming in here. That's the Harkonnens here. If red is any indication for the player color. Then we're going to fight the Harkonnens over this spice field. Super.
Yeah.
Ah, there's our agent. Okay. Each agent also has a special trait. He can generate intel and other resources and launch spy missions. Agents also improve the relevant infiltration level, unlocking more advanced missions. Okay. Wow. Espionage seems a big one. Counterintelligence. Boring. Select an agent to assign here. Will produce authority and intel. They will receive the trait Arrakis agent and get 30% on the siege detection speed. Can be used to resolve certain discoveries. Yes. We need an Arrakis agent to resolve this. In 8 days we will get advanced a random accessible development by 4 days. That's a pretty good advancement. Right? It could be any of the ones we have unlocked, so it's actually bad that I did this already. Otherwise we could have done these earlier. So before we annex or try to annex the next village, we're gonna research local dialects, I think. Costs less authority. Unlocks the crafts workshop village building. Okay. Pretty good. Now, we have 13 water available. That's great. A plasteel factory. A plascrete factory, sorry. Wood in this region produce 50% more. So that's pretty much what we're going to do next. We get +4 on the next day, which is enough to start building it. Local dialect. Next. $48. 9. $50. Now, we can build it wherever, I think. We do need to protect it. Oh, what's that? Rare elements. Cool. So, we need more manpower. A raid. A raiding party has been seen close to your territory. Your villagers and harvesters could be their targets. Let's get our wreckers and 1 scavenger towards the harvester and villages. I guess they're going to target the harvester. That's what I would do. I'm going to move here first. I don't see where they are though. Oh, I do. If you click on it, it sends you close to it. I have 1 militia here, but I'm not sure they will be able to hold them back. They are... Well, 12 damage, 3 armor. Mine do 5 more damage and have 1 more armor. My scavengers. Raiders can come out of hidden sieges to free villages from your control. Each raid suffered gives a chance to reveal the hidden siege it came from. Ah, right, okay. And you can increase that chance with agents, for example. Boom. Now there are defenders. And our backup. Right. They expect 80 spies from me. Can be sold for money or kept in stockpile for the bribing. 1 spice for 2 Solari. We're gonna get a better rate for that soon, hopefully. That's our spice income. Okay. Yeah, we can defend against them. At the moment, that's not really a problem. Factory is building. And they wouldn't have been able to defend alone, so it's good that we... Oh, sandstorm. They may destroy military units, ornithopters and harvesters alike. What? The Spice Girls, probably. Controlled villages can shelter military units, still the best way to survive is fleeing.
Yeah.
It looks pretty large.
Need something, Chief?
I'm all ears.
How do they shelter them?
Hello?
Now we have the last Crete. Plus 50%. That's a scary storm.
What do you need?
Redistribute the lost box. Or get it for money. Okay. I mean, it's such an obvious thing, right? Spice Girls in this. But then again, is it really necessary? I'm not so sure. So that manpower situation. Fuel cells is something I wanted to take care of. Recruiting. At 150 we can build that recruitment office. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. And that pretty much surmises what's going on in this channel. Oh, Harkonnen. Ornithopter. Research is done. So now we can annex the next village for a bit cheaper. Reduced supply drain. Okay. Water upkeep reduction for military units sounds good. And less attraction of sandworms. Okay. Intelligence agency. Oh, nice. And if we time it right, we get the 4 days reduction for that. So it should be done very soon. Every 25 days you will have to pay the imperial bribe. Failing to do so will cause various penalties. Yes. They change frequently. Yeah. Currently it's a bad exchange rate. Yeah, we'll get the 4 days off this. I think is our ornithopter on auto. I think we have to recall them, huh? I mean, our village is also still in the sandstorm, so I'm gonna wait a bit longer. Now recall. I hope it wasn't too late. Oh, that was very close. Imagine losing 22 spice. Oh look, they fly through the sandstorm and it still damages them.
Engine's hot.
Yeah, engine's broken. More like. We've got another agent. If we assign one to the Spacing Guild, they will produce manpower and intel. So we'll send an agent there. I'm gonna start infiltrating my enemies as soon as I feel like I can also defend against that sort of idea on their end. Yay! Now, the research. Ah, it was composite materials. Okay. Yeah, we can queue that. I forgot that it's a random one and not guaranteed to be the one you want.
Yes, boss.
So let's take another village. Council vote. 3 resolutions are put up to vote at every council. Each faction can use votes or influence to pass or counter resolutions. Some special resolutions called charters may be unlocked during the game. Each charter has its own unlock conditions and also eligibility conditions that you'll have to fulfill if you want to get elected for one of them. Right. Super simple. Speaker of the council, judge of the council, Dune governorship, water sellers union, and eye of the council. Okay, I'm gonna ignore that for now. Hey Wolfsoul, welcome. Yeah, indeed, indeed, and it's pretty interesting. We're playing the smugglers. I think that's probably not the easiest to start with, but they are pretty interesting as far as factions go. I can install headquarters, well, underground headquarters, really, in enemies' villages. I can place a bounty on Landsrat resolutions, and that's what we'll have to check out now, because the Landsrat is going on at the moment. And put bounties on that. The elected faction gains 30 Landsrat standing. All factions gain 200% Solari from the shared dividends. I can decline this. Go back. I don't have the votes, but I have influence. The elected faction gains 3 Landsrat guards, will appear next to the main base. They will last for the duration of the resolution. Yeah, I vote that I get them. Is that 100%? Yeah, for every 10 influence I can vote. So the minor houses have 300 votes. So they can decide who gets the Landsrat support units. I can't vote for myself here. This seems to be an okay thing to support at the beginning of the game. Unless, I don't know, can't really judge that. Voting will end in 3 days. I vote that I get the support units. Right, so let's see how we are doing on the taking over. Now we should be fine. The Imperial bribe is due in 2 days. We have enough spice stockpiled, so that's good. And we've got an inactive harvester, which we should deploy. Real quick. The ornithopter should still be attached, right? Yeah. It's still attached. They're gonna continue collecting spice for us. You remember building concrete slabs. That's a big problem with this game. There are no concrete slabs here. So you can just place your wind traps anywhere. I mean, how does that even work? It's like cheating. Hope you're doing well, Wolfsoul. It's good to see you. I'm not sure if the Dune license in general was in license limbo, but there was a long silence in that area. It probably helped that the new film was very successful. Right, so we have possibly we could have another ornithopter. Yeah, we took them. Right, so if we pillage that, we get 900 Solaris out of that, but I'm gonna put them in my... A trade request from House Harkonnen.
What do you want?
A non-aggression pact. No thanks. Not for that bit of plascrete. Occupied by an enemy faction. I'm not sure if that means me. We have here settled Hirek. I can earn their trust and get to Fremen mercenaries. Let's do that. Can't go wrong with Fremen mercenaries. And then we build a recruitment office here. We get some more manpower.
What do you want?
Meanwhile... I want these two regions. I'm gonna move my units back down here. Oh, the Landsraad vote did go through. I get the guards. Oh, very nice. Let's check the results. They declined this. They voted against. Awesome. Yeah, sometimes licenses go elsewhere. I mean, Brian Herbert is probably the so-called IP holder, isn't he? Has been for a long time. Maybe they don't care. Yeah, we don't know. House Carino got lots of votes for Landsraad standing. And I voted that I get... See, the minor houses think that I really needed those guards. I appreciate that. So this should make it possible to expand, but maybe over-expand. Sell some spice, buy some spice. Get influence. Ooh, but I like these rare elements here. CH detection +1. Let's get to Tabno. And I can use my units to patrol my territory, basically. Huh. Interesting. Okay, now we can check out what do we need to do to become the eye of the council. 20 agents are deployed on the infiltration fields. 25 missions were launched. You need to have 250 standing and at least 7 total infiltration levels. Okay, it's not easy to become the eye of the council, but probably worth it. How Funcom managed to get the Conan IP. Yeah, I don't know how they did that. The Disney copyrights are about to expire. Yeah, I don't know how all that works. I have no idea. I guess so. There is a major interest in it. Yeah, absolutely. What's the timer saying? Oh, 9 more minutes. Yeah, an hour is obviously not very long for this type of game, but one complaint I have is that I would like to be able to scale the user interface a bit differently. Some of it looks a bit blurry, and I'm not really sure why. Very odd. That weird sound. So now we see how these guys perform. Oh, see, they had ranged guards on top of the other ones. 3 guards altogether. You see that here. Yeah, number of militia. 2, 3. Ah, right. Expendable troops, though. Best thing. They're doing alright. Now, we did pay the first bribe. For the second bribe, it's 164 spice, which we have nearly stockpiled already, and we've got another 21 days to collect that. The price for 1 unit of spice went up by 0.1, and we've completed the recruitment office. So now we're gaining manpower plus 5. Yeah, 3 from the office and 2 from the agent that I placed in the Spacers Guild. Spacing Guild? Plus 1 intel. Right. We get a new agent in 4 days, and I think I should start spying on my competition. And then also, as soon as we've got 200, we can start running missions. Oh, 50 even. Alright. Fair enough. Now, we unlocked, with 2000 hegemony, we can start building in our siege twag here. We have districts. If you have a district with 3 economy buildings, you get 10% extra Solari production. Oh wow, okay. Oh, they are expensive. So a district with 3, a district with 2, and then... Alright, so we do need a bit more money cash. Right, so they all survived it. We're gonna annex it, spending most of our authority. Now we have access to this. Construction of processing plant and crafts workshop. Cool. Yeah, copyright law is nuts, isn't it? Yeah. If you play Dune on C64 or PC? I played Dune, the first Dune game on Amiga 500, and this Dune 2, the RTS, I played on PC for sure. But I'm sure that I might have played it on Amiga 500 as well. But it might just have been only PC for the RTS. Red Alert 1. Okay. It's been a while since all that happened. Yeah. Okay. So this was a pretty interesting look at, well, very short look at Spice Wars. I think this game has a lot of potential. It's way too complex to get into any mechanics in detail here, but it's easy enough to get into it because the user interface is actually working pretty well. And if you've played Northgard before, it's even easier because you kind of have the Shiro design in here that's very visible. And I like it. It's a very clean design. It's very neat of it. Right, so that was great. Ah, now we have a look at the market before I stop. The market allows you to buy and sell shares of the Combine, Onet, Ober, Advancer Mercantiles, or CHOM, that own all legal trade in the Imperium. Each share produces a small dividend that scales on the total amount of spice sold by the CHOM by all players. Okay. Share values rise and fall depending on availability and total spice sold. Every now and then new shares will be produced, increasing the total numbers of shares. If a player, well, if they produce new shares, oh, increasing. I read decreasing. That didn't make any sense. If a player ever has more than half the shares, they become majority holders and immediately win the game. Oh. Oh, there you go. There are 97 shares available. They sell at 22.5 Solari. And they go for 27.4 at the moment. The minor houses own 84% at the moment. So I could start and acquire 5 shares. That's 1%. There's a waiting time between individual transactions. That's economic victory, basically. Interesting. So now we have Tabno controlled. We still have 20 days of Landsrat guards, which is quite good. We could take this one. It has also 3 militia defending it. And it has a black market where we could get rich. Might be worth it to sell 200 spice here. For a good price. But I'm going to save. And stop here for now.